Oh, YouTube have really fucked up. And I didn't even get into the intro then, actually. I completely forgot about my intro. But I just want to do this video now because I'd already recorded a video tonight and I wasn't actually going to record another one. But there was something that was brought to my attention that I needed to do a video on tonight because it has just really pissed me off. Now, if you haven't already seen on Twitter, all over Twitter, you've surely seen about it. There is a hashtag going around, hashtag YouTube is over party. And basically it's because YouTube have updated their terms and conditions. Normally a pretty standard thing, you know, nothing too out of the ordinary there. Well, the terms and conditions that they have added are absolutely complete horseshit, and it's an absolute joke. Now we're just going to go through them quickly now. The things that can get your video unmonetized, look at this fantastic stuff. Sexually suggested content, nothing wrong with that necessarily, including partially naked nudity and sexual humour. Now the only one out there that's maybe, I can maybe say shouldn't be in there is sexual humour. I mean, that's humour, it's not really like anything too bad. It's the freedom of speech that you're entitled to, and YouTube's trying to take that away from you. Pretty ridiculous, but not too much of a problem necessarily. Violence, including display of serious injury and events related to violent extremism, can't really argue with that too much. This is the one that's kind of ridiculous and what a lot of people are kind of annoyed with. Inappropriate language, including harassment, profanity and vulgar language. Harassment, maybe. Channels like Leafy is here, Pyrocynical, I can maybe understand that. Don't know what's going to happen necessarily with them. But profanity and vulgar language. Now, last time I checked, YouTube was a 13 and over website. Now, I know lots of people go on YouTube who are under 13, but if you set your target audience for a website of a certain age, then you can't just like change, like, oh, it's over 13 YouTube, so profanity and, as they say, vulgar language, which I'm guessing is a swear words really, shouldn't be a problem. It's ridiculous, to be honest, and YouTube is trying to control people who are creating content. Another thing as well, promotion of drugs and related substance, can't really argue with any of that. Controversial or sensitive subjects and events, including subjects related to war, political conflicts, natural disasters and tragedies, even if graphic imagery is not shown. I'm sorry, but isn't this exactly what news channels do on actual TV? So YouTube are trying to say that even if you're not showing anything, you're not allowed to talk about stuff. Again, censoring the people who are making the videos. And what really annoys me about this is, without the people on YouTube making videos, what would YouTube be? What would it be? It would be absolutely nothing, because it is a video sharing website for a reason. Without the people making videos, YouTube would be nothing, nada, gone, completely. And this is what really is really irritating, because YouTube think that they can just change whatever they want. They've got the video sharing market completely to themselves, and if they continue to piss about and change little things and continue to just screw over the people who make YouTube, their website, what it is, it will end up backfiring. And if they continue to do this and continue to try and censor people, there's plenty other video sharing websites. I know there's not many who are anywhere near the level of YouTube, I'm not saying that, but if YouTube wasn't at a good level at first, and then the people, this is the thing, the people who uploaded on YouTube made YouTube what it is today. Another video sharing website could have the exact same rise if YouTube continued to try and censor the people who make the videos on YouTube. And I've been saying this, I said this on my other video, YouTube favouring the big companies, trying to be too much of a business, and it's just completely ridiculous. It has to change. Censoring people so they can't say swear words when it's an over 13 AM website, and they can't even do certain news stories on things that are actually going on, which I'm pretty sure last time I checked any news channel could do, and there was no problem whatsoever. And I saw a video on Twitter, I'll put it up on the screen now if YouTube's not going to take that away, because you know it's some sort of not appropriate for advertising, which is what they put on the terms and conditions thing. A picture of the YouTube app with the Nazi sign on, and to be honest, they're not far wrong. Trying to tell people what they can and can't do. They're trying to tell the people who make the website what it is today, what it is, making them money and making videos on their website. They're trying to tell them what they can and can't do. It's an absolute joke, and it's absolutely ridiculous, and I hope YouTube change it in some way and they see people's absolute infuriation and they do change it, but I can't see it doing. For lots of years now, for the last few years, YouTube has been all about the money. They haven't listened to the people who use their website and, like I said, make you what it is. Small YouTubers being neglected, as I said on my other video yesterday, I think it was. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. And for the most part, this won't necessarily affect most people, because you can always kind of refrain from saying swear words. The news channels will kind of suffer from doing sensitive topics, but they can get around it. It's not the fact that necessarily YouTube is over, But it's just the fact that they're trying to censor people so much as to what they can say and what they can do, and it's just when that all of that stuff they're trying to censor is freedom of speech. You should be able to say whatever you want to an extent, obviously, like terrorism shot or something. But you should be able to say to an extent what you want to say, and the fact that YouTube's trying to censor it, say you can't say this, you can't say swear words and that, when it's an over 13 website at the end of the day, is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you're not going to go onto Babe Station, for example, and say, well, for fuck's sake, would you just look at all this nudity? You got the arse cracks out and everything. And that's the exact same thing. Swear words for the over 13s isn't completely just like extraterrestrial to them. So I don't understand why YouTube's trying to completely just like wipe it out completely. It's absolutely ridiculous. The one problem for like channels like mine and other channels like KSI, Bates, and gaming channels, FIFA channels as well, I was kind of just going closer to them, but that's because the channels that I know. Then the next step that I'm worrying is going to be for YouTube is to completely just like clamp down on like gaming channels and stop people from being able to share gaming content. And I think if they do that, that's game over. This is a big issue that YouTube's made for themselves by doing all this, you can't say this, you can't say that. But if they were to go anywhere near the gaming community, which is one of the bigger communities on YouTube, I think they'll have completely just dug up their own grave. So I'm not completely panicking yet, but it isn't a great sign, to be honest, that they're trying to censor stuff, and they could be going a step further in the future. So just put in the comments down below, guys, what you think of this. Obviously, a lot of people are absolutely infuriated by it, and like me as well. I didn't actually know about it. I saw someone's actually saying there was a tweet hashtag going around saying hashtag YouTube is overpowered, and I went to have a look and I saw Philip DeFranco's video on it, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, then be sure to like one down below, guys. And the YouTube people who make the website what it is, everyone needs to stand up and stop this absolute barbarity by YouTube trying to censor the people who make their website. Hope you guys enjoyed though, and I'll see you guys next time. See you later.